Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a while since I posted my last video. It's been quite a fun week. I was doing mainly skydiving, managed to get 15 jumps. I'm also jumping inflatable suits now, so I'm progressing towards wingsuiting. And I was moving house as well across the UK. So fundamentals are the same. Last video was recorded down here. You see the blue line. I just dragged down. It's been a week, probably about 8 days. About here, and then it was a bit static. Well, compared to now, it was a bit ranging, as I said before, and then we just took off on a massive run. We broke to the auto regression channel, and then just we couldn't stop. We couldn't stop. Wing picked up. Went through the roof, absolutely through the roof. But believe it or not, it wasn't surprising because it almost mirrors the BTT movement. So the BTT was earlier today at 1 cent, and to be honest with you, this one goes that way as well. So anything here during the dips, if you can call those dips, was a nice opportunity to buy for those that are not risk averse. But the real opportunity to buy is now, is today. You can see on the 1 hour time frame that we have some retracement now. So we're back at the yesterday's and the day before levels, and we kind of like stopped somewhere around 0.002, and maybe they will push it further down. Usually the middle of the channel is where it stops, and even if it goes below that, it wouldn't spend much time there unless we have a full proper retracement somewhere down to 0.01, which I highly doubt, but it's not impossible. Let's put it that way. It's not impossible. It's questionable here where you measure the trend. I mean, we had retracement all the way up, so it's not been like crazily going. Well, it's been crazily going, but not massively. You can see we have 2 or sometimes 3 red candles on the 4-hour chart frame. We kind of have the similar situation here. The altitude and the magnitude, pardon, just skydiving. The magnitude of those retracements, it's corresponding to the movement, upside movement, and the lower we go, the cheaper we can buy, and obviously shoot back up. If you want to look at the daily chart, well, we're in our first red candle day. Usually those, as you can see previously, they last 3 to 4 days tops, but because we're already so high, I think we only saw one here. The fact that, oops, pardon, I moved the Fibonacci retracement. The fact that this candle is similar to size, maybe even slightly larger, can signify possibly a second handle. As you can see on a daily chart, we're not even touching the upper boundary of the auto regression channel. I've just changed the color to white so it can be seen on the black dark background. Anywhere here in that area, it's perfect opportunity to buy. This thing, it's going to 1 cent. I mean, believe it or not, this thing is going to 1 cent. It would do it anyhow. It might just retrace. It might have a second day of let's go artistic. Yeah, it might be. It might do like that, and then straight up, or we might be even more excited, or we might forget about what happened today. That's the same color. Maybe like that. It really depends. I'll try to change the color so it makes a difference. Yeah, that worked. We can also have as I say, worst case scenario here. Maybe we test the middle of the channel and then back up, but what I like to do personally is I like to see the history repeats itself. So just delete those drawings because I draw like a first grade child, and let's get something with more candles so it looks more repeatable. So so that was our first run, and then we kind of fade out. So if we copy this, if we do a bars pattern, and then let's say this is our retracement, right? So we were at the top, we retraced quite a lot, and then we had another massive run. Here we go. So we take this retracement. Ooh, it's a bit ambitious, isn't it? We take this retracement and we can we need to dream big here. I'm open to criticism, but this is what's happening now. So if we hold where we are now, maybe even for a day or even a couple of days, um, maybe we can stretch this out a little bit more. Sorry, I haven't done much technical analysis recently. Yeah, that looks like it. So because also a friend of mine sent me a search engine results. So Wing's been last week's winner. So if we hold this level, which there is no reason to not hold, or let's be a little bit pessimistic. Let's just go a little bit down. Let's touch this middle channel. We hold that we stay here till the rest of the day tomorrow, and then 8th of April we retest. Try to retest us here. Once we retest the all-time high, we go up, and then more money comes in. I wouldn't be surprised. This is highly optimistic, but also it's not far from the uptrend that's been taking place now. And keep in mind, the the, the higher the price goes, the more interest being drawn into it because it climbs on the CoinMarketCap website, and the higher it goes, the more investments are pouring in. So my forecast is here. We've been already 8, 9x for those that bought last time and are still holding. Well done, guys. If you sold here in in hundreds of millions of coins, obviously you've caused that, or someone decided to go short. Regardless, I think it's just people realizing profits of about 10x. So I advised, I'm not giving an advice, but I've told people I know and people have been asking me about Wink. I told them, well, they've been asking me throughout all this uptrend when to buy. And I said, well, you either buy now or buy later. Just wait for it. And now is the perfect timing. If we see another few red candles, so be it, even better. If not, some people I know bought here. I'm all in from all the way down up here, so this doesn't really affect me. Well, it's 30%, but and it's a lot of money, but it's healthy, right? It allows people to enter, and we continue. This might be slightly stretched out because you can see those. It might be coming sooner rather than later, like that maybe, because this is already happening. Might be something like that, or day or two. Usually retracement lasts 3 days, maybe worst case 4. It depends on Bitcoin as well, but Bitcoin is being stable around 60, 55, between 55 and 60. So yeah, let's hit the 1 cent mark. I think that's realistic. This projection goes beyond that. Obviously, it goes up close to 2 cents. Well, this is already here. So if you look at this, this is what happened. And this is exactly what I'm saying. This is what happened. So we started from where we are, same thing, 002, and then we thought this is massive run, but then the scale of things just takes another. It's just a precedent. It's not a precedent. It's just the season, the nature, people. people speculate so much, and there's nothing wrong about it. You take profit somewhere here, and then you regroup, and then you go back up. There shouldn't be people who lose money from that. Uh, I don't think if you lose money here, then they were doing something wrong. I mean, losing by saying losing, I mean closing positions at lows, or you entered here and then you decide here, well, it's not going to happen. It is going to happen. Wait for it. We'll see that on a whole different level, and we go on another 5x maybe. Usually there is a correlation between these two. I will be surprised if this overtakes, price-wise, overtakes BTT. But I've been seeing something similar with Tron and VeChain, even though at the end of the day, they kind of like Tron is always more expensive than VeChain. Like they kind of this started like twice cheaper, half the price of VeChain was half the price. When I had VeChain and Tron, VeChain was a half price of Tron, and then suddenly they're now the same price. So if I wouldn't be surprised if Win just goes where BTT is, and probably BTT stays at 1 or 2 cents, and then just Win catches up. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll be completely honest with you. Possible. It's possible. It's the peak season. The tax year just ended yesterday, so I guess people, if it's a UK speculation, people have generated profits on the first day of the tax year. If not, if it's US driven, I have a friend in the US. He said he can't find it on Binance. Maybe it's just him, I'm not sure, but US Binance is slightly different than the rest of the world. But anyway, decide to make a move here. It's looking great. As I said, we might touch up here. If we touch here, brilliant. If we go further low, buy more. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and together to the moon.